Today we're going to look at 8-4, day 2. We're going to look at dividing rational expressions. So the good thing is that this is really similar to what we did yesterday. So just like before, let's go ahead and attach this to some prior knowledge. So let's start with something we already know how to do. All right, so we'll do 4/5 divided by 18/65. All right, so just from before, how we remember to divide fractions. How I teach my Algebra 1 kids is to drop down the first one. So drop, switch this to a time. So drop, switch, and then you flip this last fraction over. So I call it drop, switch, flip. It's really called multiply by the reciprocal, but drop, switch, flip is kind of a little bit more fun to say. So drop, switch, and then flip. Or multiply by the reciprocal, or maybe you learned another cool way to say it. So then we're going to try to simplify. So first off we do, number 1 is drop, switch, flip. And then we think of it in terms of its factors. So I'm going to write factor. We're not actually going to factor the numbers, but we are going to think about the factors. So factors, right? Factor everything. And then we're going to multiply straight across. Simplify. Simplify diagonally, or whatever we can simplify, and then go ahead and multiply straight across. So 2 goes into both 4 and 18, and 5 goes into 65, so we have 5 and 13. So then we multiply straight across, and we get 26 over 45. So it's kind of the same process what we're going to be doing before. We want to attach that to that memory, so that way our memories kind of all make sense, and they're all in order. All right, so let's do the next thing. Let's do 9a to the 4th over 7 divided by 9a squared divided by 14. So step 1 is drop, switch, flip. Step 2 is to factor, and in this case, again, we're going to think of it in terms of its factors since everything's a monomial. Step 3 is to simplify, and step 4 is to multiply straight across. All right, so I'm going to drop, switch, flip. Now I'm going to simplify. So the 9s will cancel. The 8 to the 2nd will turn this into a 2. And 7 goes into 14 twice. So then multiply straight across. And I'm left with 2a squared over just 1. So 2a squared. All right, so let's look at the next one. So let's do 4m minus 8 over 5 divided by m minus 2 over 10. So again, step 1, drop, switch, flip. All right, so step 2 is factor, and I'm actually going to factor and drop, switch, flip at the same time. So I'm going to factor this guy, so 4 m minus 2, right, GCF of 4, over 5, switch, flip. Step 3 is to simplify. So 5 goes into 10 twice, m minus 2, m minus 2. And then step 4 is to multiply straight across. So we end up with 8, and that's it. Easy enough. All right, let's look at another one. All right, so let's do x squared plus 5x plus 6 over x plus 5 divided by x plus 2 over x plus 5. Right, so step 1, drop, switch, flip. And again, I'm going to factor and drop, switch, flip at the same time. So this is going to be x plus 2, x plus 3, over x plus 5. Switch this to times, flip this guy over. All right, and then factor, which I already did. And now we're ready to simplify. X plus 5s, x plus 2s, so we're just left with x plus 3. Not too bad at all. All right, so we're going to do some more practice problems in class. You can see it's exactly like what we did yesterday, except for we have the one extra step, which is the drop, switch, flip. And then everything else is about factoring and then simplifying. So I think we have a pretty good handle on this.